Dee da dee da dee da do do dee da banana. Little little dee dee brown out later. We're good. Alright, hey, it's March 7th. Oh, it's March 8th. Yeah, this is gonna be the quickest stream west of the Mississippi. Like we're talking Fortnite OG levels of quick here. Uh, yeah, so it's Friday, March 8th, 12:14 a.m. It's late. Um, Downtime's just a few hours away, 4.5 hours away, pretty much. So what do we got here? Match quests, ranked. That's gonna get reset. We're so close. So close to getting it. That's done. The Lego thing, I don't know. Characters, we got them all. But yeah, you know, it's just I gotta have an official sort of end stream to the season. And that's what this is. Oh, by the way, the songs are out in the shop. Show you, I don't know what this is. Oh, copyright something. New songs all here, you can see them, but I haven't bought them yet. Basically, I'll do that tomorrow. I don't have time for this right now. I'm super tired. Yeah, I haven't really been doing much today. Snowstorm is starting. So the winds are getting pretty bad out there right now. Snow's coming down, wind's bad. But tomorrow's gonna be like the most of it. So hopefully I don't lose power tomorrow. That's the main thing. If I lose power, then I can't stream or even play the new season. So that wouldn't be good. But it is what it is. You know, a lot of places are getting kind of warm temperatures now, you know? Not here. Because I live in a horrible place. It's just cursed by Mother Nature. You know? I welcome the heats, the hellfire heats from this box. Please warm my environment. I beg of thee. I mean, actually, there's a few things I can talk about here. The main thing that I've been doing, actually, is, well, first of all, I did it for myself, and then I was trying to help people do it and figure things out and everything. So for the past couple weeks, week number 1, Earthbound Beginnings, Mother 1, profile icons, or switch icons, whatever, were available for a week. So you had your Nintendo, your Lloyd, everything like that, you know. That was available for a week, so I got all 20 of those that were available. Then the next week, Earthbound was there. So you got your Ness, your Paula, your Jeff, your Pooh, everything, the whole 9 yards, you know. Got all those 20. And it had been known for a while that week 3, confirmed in Japan, was going to have Mother 3 icons. But there was no word of this in the West, in the English-speaking world, whether or not they'd be coming to anywhere outside Japan. So eagerly I waited, hoping that, you know, well, Lucas is in Smash Bros. There's a, you know, Mother 3 stuff in Smash Bros. Songs and sprites and everything. So surely, you know, they wouldn't be this petty to not give us these Mother 3 icons, right? No, they were. They were that petty. They didn't release it here. So immediately I got to work trying to figure out how do I get these here, you know? And I went and messed around with my region settings on my Switch and my region settings on my Nintendo profile, and it actually worked. I was able to successfully convince Nintendo that I was in Japan, go in, get the icons, from, the Japanese My Nintendo or NSO service or whatever. It's all in Japanese, but I got it. And, got it, and I decided to equip it there just in case, I wouldn't have access to it, once I got back to my local region. It's a good thing I did, because, when I went back to my local region, the NSO app was bricked. It was completely broken. Now, the theory on this was that, because there was no, because Nintendo didn't put Mother 3 icons outside Japan, there's no folder existing for it, and so when you go into the NSO, it's trying to load all your icons, and it's searching for a folder that doesn't exist, which causes the whole thing to just break. So I said, I thought, well, this sucks, because this is going to be forever. Nintendo's not going to fix this, because, this is people that are bypassing something that they're intending to try to prevent people from, So there's no way Nintendo fixes this. But lo and behold, they did, actually, sometime this morning. Like, when I woke up, it was fixed, but when I went to bed, it wasn't. So sometime overnight, early in the morning, they actually fixed it, and when I woke up this morning and checked, I was able to get back into my NSO, and everything was there. It's all working perfectly. I had my Mother 3 icons, even though everything's in English, and I'm on the Canadian version. It's great, But all last night, when it came out, and this morning, I was just trying to tell people, help people, understand what exactly was going on, how to do it, what the risks were, the drawbacks and everything, and then once everything was fixed, I said, oh, this is fixed, so it's fine, this is what you gotta do, So, it's pretty good. I felt pretty good, helping people get some icons that Nintendo was, very clearly trying to prevent. But I kind of understand Nintendo's viewpoint too, and it's not like it's super difficult. When it kind of bricked your NSO, then yeah, that was stupid. And it, at one point I felt that might have been intentional on Nintendo's part, and they're not gonna fix it for you. But someone brought up a good point that if you're someone that's living in Japan, you're an actual Japanese resident who has access to the stuff, and you get it, and then you leave Japan, you move out of Japan, and somewhere else in the world, you obtain these properly. You obtain these, rightfully. You didn't jump through any weird hoops to get them, and your NSO is bricked as a result, You get the shaft. So Nintendo really couldn't have left them unfixed. I just figured it wouldn't be for a while. If they ever did fix it, it would be for a long time. So I'm surprised I got it on it so quickly. I don't even know what I was talking about before. I had a point, and then I completely slipped my mind. Anyways, I got all 20 now. It's working, it's fine. I got my Lucas icon going. And it got me in the mood to play some Earthbound, so I booted it up on the Nintendo Switch Online. Just playing some Earthbound, leveling myself up, getting in some fights and stuff. It's pretty fun. And that was my evening, pretty much, was just playing Earthbound. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's what I was saying, is that, I understand Nintendo's point, and, as it stands now, it is, fairly understandable for Nintendo to have done what they did. Basically, think of it this way. Okay? You're Nintendo, you're thinking, alright, we got this game, and obviously, the the big fans know it exists, right? There are ways to get it. If you know what you're doing, if you know what you're looking for, what you're setting out to do, it's not too difficult. But, you know, for all the casuals who don't know what Earthbound or Mother is, don't know what Mother 3 is, don't know all the, you know, rough history of absolutely no localization. You know, and you're going onto the Nintendo Switch Online to see some new icons, and you see a game there you don't really recognize, like, what's this? You know? Nintendo doesn't want that. Nintendo doesn't want to disappoint people that don't know. You know, the people that already know are already disappointed. They don't need to let more people know to get more people disappointed. That's their idea, you know? So the people that already know, you know, they can get it because they know that it's there. They know what they're looking for. They know what they're doing. The people that don't know it exists and don't know what's going on, they're going to be none the wiser that there's ever such a bizarre situation in the first place. Yeah, as it stands right now, it seems like it's perfectly safe, perfectly fine, no repercussions at all for doing this. I was kind of worried, you know, that where everything was bricked, if Nintendo did fix it, then they'd, you know, punish the accounts that dared cross them. Or, you know, like, outright just remove the Mother 3 icons, or give you some sort of ban or something for doing this. But no, everything's just perfectly fine, so I think we're good. I think we're A-okay. And you can actually get Mother 3 on your Switch anywhere. It's gonna be in Japanese, you know? You're gonna have to set your region to Japan again, get the Japanese, get the Japanese online service. Like your NSO subscription is fine, that carries over, but you need to get the Game Boy Advance NSO thing from Japan. So you get that, and Mother 3 will be on there. You'll be able to play it on your Switch, even if you're, you know, anywhere. But okay. Next thing I gotta wonder is that, like, is there a way to, you know, potentially replace the version on the Game Boy Advance online with fan translated patched ROM? Probably not. You know, if it was like locally, like a download on the console, maybe, but where it's like a online service that you gotta access to get these games, I really doubt it. Just doesn't seem like something that would happen, you know? So that's unfortunate. The pipe dream of actually having the fan-translated Mother 3 on your Switch, I don't think is very likely. Someone super experienced in coding could probably, like, you know, jailbreak their console and get it to work, but I don't really want to mess around with that. I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of like my console just being, you know, not messed with, you know? Some people like to mess with their thing and mess with their tech, and that they find that fun, you know, to like see what all they can do with it. But not me, I'm afraid. Anyways, that's, you know, I guess the good news. It's a bit of bad news. Rooster Teeth is shutting down. I haven't really been keeping up with Rooster Teeth much in the modern day, you know. A few years back, I watched the odd Let's Play here and there, But no, I've really been keeping up with a lot of Rooster Teeth. But they were owned by Warner Bros. Actually, I didn't know that. They're owned by Warner Bros. And Warner Bros. Was trying to sell them off for one reason or another. I guess maybe it's not profitable for them. I'm not entirely sure. They're trying to sell them off. They couldn't get a deal that worked out with anyone that they, liked. So they're just shutting it down. Cutting the losses, shutting it down. A lot of people are losing their jobs. It's a really horrible situation. And to add insult to injury, they're kind of just trying to pawn off all the IPs, Red versus Blue, Ruby, all that. They're trying to just kind of pawn that off on whoever's going to buy it, So God knows what's going to happen with all that stuff. It's really up in the air. The big concern is that they're going to outright delete the channels, pull a machinima, just delete all the channels without any second thought for the content that exists on them, and people wanting to watch that content in the future. That's a possibility, that Warner Bros. Just decides, like, yeah, this is rightfully ours, and we can't profit off it anymore, so let's just delete it. So who knows what's gonna happen? There's currently a massive effort underway by the fans to literally archive every single piece of content Rooster Teeth has ever made, which is a metric fuck ton. Like, we're talking, holy smokes, 5,000 gigaterabytes, it's like just this crazy amount of content. Yeah, it sucks. Who knows what's gonna happen with any of this? I grew up watching Red versus Blue. Way back, even before Halo 3 came out, I was watching Red versus Blue. Way too young to be watching it, but I did anyways. I would, yeah, I'd watch the episodes, and I'd get, little toy army figures, those little green ones, and get a little camera, and I'd make videos like reenacting scenes from Red vs. Blue with my little army figures. I don't have any of those videos anymore, unfortunately. They're probably super cringe, but yeah, I did a good few of those way back. I remember when Halo 3 was coming out, they had those videos coming out that was like kind of promoting some Halo 3 stuff and showing off some maps and everything. I was like super hyped by that. I was like, oh man, this game's gonna be great. And I got Halo 3 in 2007. Because that was when I don't know if I got my Xbox on 360 in 2006 or not. I got it, and I got Ultimate Alliance with it. I had like a couple games, so I didn't get Halo 3 until a while after. But yeah, again, I was far too young to have it, but I had it anyways, as you typically did at that age, at that time. If you were a kid, you had Halo or Call of Duty or something. But anyways, man, I grew up watching Red vs. Blue, and I remember, just loving it when they went to, the Halo 3 stuff with Resurrection and everything, and God, when they got Monty on to start doing the animations and fight scenes and everything, holy smokes, that changed everything. Like, that had never been heard of before. We're talking 2010, video game content on the internet in 2010, and there's like these crazy choreographed, full-on animation fights, like, holy smokes. Like, that blew my mind, that changed things. Yeah, it was really quite the show. I didn't keep up with it for a decent bit, actually, too. Like, long... I don't know, I think the original Reds and Blues were still kind of part of it. But there's all this stuff about, like, the agents and everything. And there's a lot of stuff where, like, they weren't in it at all, you know? I think maybe the last bit of content I saw from it was, I remember Church sacrificed himself. And, you know, gave some speech about, you know, the hero who sacrificed himself, like, doesn't get to know if the sacrifice meant anything, you know? He doesn't get to see the happy ending. Or know if, like, you know, his sacrifice did anything, or if it was all for nothing, or what. That was the last, that was like a season finale, and that was the last thing I watched. I think I remember waiting for the next thing. I don't know if it ever came out. I think they probably continued it, but I just never really watched. Anyways. Sad watching you know, Let's Play back in the day, and I remember Rage Quit was a fun one. They did that with the Surgeon Simulator. That influenced so much for me. And in high school, you know, when we were in like, you know, some computer class, tech or whatever, computers and everything. And me and my friends would, like, you know, always play games with, like, you know, one person controlling keyboard, one person controlling mouse, because that's how they did it in Rage Quit. It's fun times. We do, like, the free Surgeon Simulator demo. We do SCP Containment Breach, where, you know, one person had mouse, one person had keyboard. I don't know, man. It just sucks. And as I always say, and has been growing ever more prevalent, appreciate the constants in your life. All the things that, you know, you've been enjoying all this time that are somehow still going all these years later. Appreciate that, because that's not going to be forever. You know, I watched Nintendo Capri Sun. I've been watching him since 2010. I've been a fan since 2010, and, you know, absolutely love the content. Loved it back then, still love it now. His Tears of the Kingdom playthrough is great. Super Luigi Galaxy, or, you know, his Mario Galaxy playthrough, great. Loving it. Tune into his Twitch streams when, you know, when I can. Don't know, I'm not always able to tune in live, but, you know, when I can, I tune in. And I really love watching him, you know. But I know that, you know, at some point, you know, that ain't gonna be a thing that I can, you know, watch anymore. And that sucks. Why is my aim so Anyways. It's like, you know, Chugga Conroy. I was going on, you know, a good few times in the past few months about, like, how, you know, I appreciate having Chugga Conroy as a constant to watch, you know? Love watching Chugga Conroy. Like, super appreciative that, you know, he's still around doing his thing. And now he's not. Because all that messy crap happened in January, you know? He's gone now. No more Chugga Conroy content. And that sucks, you know? So you never know when something's just gonna happen, and that's it. The thing that you've enjoyed watching, that you know, you've always been looking forward to more, is done. There is no more. It's over. I don't know, man. Died. Okay. Oh my god. One more match quest and we'll call it. Go to bed. I was watching that clip from Stripes today, where Harold Ramis is talking about it, but he's like, "Oh, you Holden, can you call something for me? Drugs." Yeah. And Harold Ramis just keeps like messing with it, like, but as he's messing, he just does this like weird head bob, like he's just bobbing his head the entire time. And this just looks really weird. He doesn't do that in any other part of the movie. No other part of the movie is he like bobbing his head like that all the time. But it's just in that part he's just like just bobbing his head with a big, little goofy smile. I don't know, man. I always think about that scene. It's just funny. Oh boy. I got the Princess Peach Showtime demo downloaded, but I haven't played it yet. I kind of only downloaded it to test something, because, someone was, yeah, it was the night the Mother 3 icons came out. Someone was saying that, they couldn't even download demos now, after, they did the whole region switching and everything, and got the icons and switched back, and they weren't able to download demos. Which, is kind of spooky. No. So I tested it out, see if that was the thing that was happening, and I was able to download a demo. It's fine, but they were like, oh no, I completely ruined my Switch, I did this and now I can't even download, it's completely ruined, I can't download demos, I'm on some call support right now. It's like, oh, it all seemed to work out. But yeah, I do want to play that game and see what all is on the go with that. It does look like a bit of fun. But then again, I get these demos and it's like I play it now and, then I'm like, oh man, I want to play this game when it comes out, I gotta wait. And then the game comes out, I kind of forgot, Like, do I start over and do all this stuff that I did already, or do I continue on, like, with only really half my memory of what I already did? And I don't know the answer to that. So, oops. Yeah, demos, I'm not normally super big on trying out, but I don't know, I might do this one. What was the theme for the next season? It was like Mythos and Mortals or something. I don't know, you'll see more of that tomorrow when I stream. If I stream tomorrow. Weather dependent. Yeah. We will see. What's going on? $75 ain't coming fast enough for you. Just get yourself there yourself, Knock them all out. Let's go, let's go. Where are we at? Ah. How about the Yeah, I tried that spiced Coca-Cola today. Raspberry with spice or something. I don't even know how to describe what the spice part of it was. Like, yeah, it tasted like raspberry Coke, but it's like... I don't even know. It's like, the best way I can think to describe it is like, you know when you like smell a really strong antiperspirant or something? Or cologne? Or like, you know, that kind of like boldness when you're, you know, of mouthwash. And I know that sounds like really bad, but that, like, the spices kind of felt like that. It felt like, you know, that kind of like boldness that you get from those things. You know? It wasn't traditional, like, spice where it's like, oh, that's super hot and spicy. No, it's just like, kind of like a bit of a bold kick to it. You know? It's got a bit of a punch. It was weird. It wasn't, like, bad. You know, I just don't even know how to describe it. Can I see me go into this with a bike? Oh, just get knocked right back out. Yo. What the hell? Oh, what the hell? Did I, like... No. I'm trying to do something for science here, man. I'm doing something for science. Okay, never mind. You don't care. No one cares about my scientific pursuits. No one. Nobody. Nobody. I was gonna get in the passenger seat of that car. See if he didn't notice and he'd get in the car and drive off with me. Obla dee, obla da. Alright. Oh yeah, I gotta before tomorrow happens, okay. Holy crap, there's a lot of backblings this season. Jesus Christ. Yo, what the hell? Oh man. I think everything got, you know, its fair share of feature, hopefully. Oh man. Get this Brian Griffin, Peter Griffin, stupid crap out of here, man. This is a long season, it felt like. You know, it just feels like the season went on forever. I'll go here now. I do I got 0 favorites. Okay, so we go nothing. 27, jeez. They flush us out this season, man. Oh, not archive. I don't even know what archiving does. Archive item. Bebop and Rocksteady name drop is crazy, considering there's like nothing about them in this pass at all. What archive? Archive. Let's do it to the street. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. So now you go, there's no favorites, so we'll just go down to default pickaxe, you know how we do it. Jesus. Not many, oops, gliders. There really is, there are gliders and trails, there's not a whole lot of, you know. Blackbing. Backblings, they just hand out like candy, you know.
I'm surprised we had so many pickaxes, but back blings I'm not really surprised about. I mean, I guess I am, that there's that many, but you know, not really. There's no default glider, is there? Not really. If there was, that'd be great, but I don't think so. I don't know, like what glider do you have when you don't have a glider? I don't know. I just use the standard Victory Royale basic as my thing. Let's go. Yo, we won't be beat for a few ninjas in NYC. Yeah, it ain't no beat. Do no trail. Or yeah, that's whatever. Emotes. We go back to nothing. Absolutely zilch. What was it? I was watching Ultimate Survivor. Jeff kept saying like zip when he was saying like zero. Like he never said this before, and in the new season he doesn't say this at all. But we started watching one season, and it's like, you know, oh, you know, green leads 2 zip. You know, I just really loved saying zip for 0 at that point. I don't know what it is, but let me just oh, okay. Wraps. How many wraps did we get? Oh, 19, thanks. It's pretty good for wraps, honestly. Normally there's not that many wraps in a season. They delivered. As much as the shops were not super crazy this season, you know, a lot of lackluster shops. The actual stuff that like they dished out for you, it's pretty good, I'd say. And we go here, and then we apply to all, and then we go over to nothing. Since we can't do apply to all for nothing, you gotta just do the closest one to it. I guess we could do the one below, it would be quicker, but I don't know, next time. Ah, yes, your songs. Those are favorites. There's been seasons with a lot less than this.
This year, there's a new home for the holiday.
And now we're going. Let's put this on so we don't get anything. And you know, loading screens, there's a lot of loading screens. That's for sure. What a pain. Man, this is not a short stream at all. This is like probably like more than half an hour at this point. I wasn't expecting to do this much. Just started what, like 12:15? Yeah, it's nearly 1. Man. Yo. What's wrong with me? I need to go to bed. Dun, dun, dun. So nothing favorited here. We can go nothing. Instruments, fine. This is all, you know, whatever. But everything else would be good and reset now. Don't want to do my classic. I might do my classic. Let's sort by season. So I scroll all the way down to the bottom. I never really decided if I want to do the classic or default. But this is the classic loadout here. Classic red line. I'm gonna run with that for season 2 here. Prepare thyselves, mere mortals. Downtime for chapter 5, season 2, myths and mortals. Starts at 3 a.m. Eastern. Matchmaking will lose 30 minutes before it, so 4 here is when matching is disabled, which is 3 hours from now. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed and stream this tomorrow. Goodbye.